Hello everyone, myself Ami Mehta, and in operating system let us discuss what is multiprocessor scheduling. So basically in the multiprocessor scheduling there are multiple CPUs which share the load so that various process run simultaneously. For the simultaneously execution of process there are multiprocessor scheduling. So in general, the multiprocessor scheduling is complex as compared to single processor scheduling because there is more than one CPUs are there. We have to assign each and every CPU a particular task, or we can say that process. In the multiprocessor scheduling, there are many processors and they are identical and we can run any process at any time. Okay. So now the multiple CPUs in the system are in the close communication which share a common bus, memory and other peripheral devices. So there are multiple CPUs and which are the in communication. In close communication means it can communicate with each other very easily. So it can share a common bus, it share common memory and other peripheral devices. So we can say that the system is tightly coupled system. The system are used when we want to process a bulk amount of data, and the system are mainly used in satellite weather forecasting, etc. So when there is a need of process of bulk, or we can say the large amount of data, when at that moment we can use this processor scheduling, and these are mainly used in satellite and weather forecasting. Multiprocessing system work on the concept of symmetric multiprocessing model. So in this system each processor work on the identical copy of the operating system, and these copies communicate with each other. With the help of this system we can save money because of other devices like peripherals. We are sharing peripherals devices. So at that point we are sharing devices, so we can say that we are saving money because multiple CPUs are there, which means multiple systems are there, multiple processes are executing, but the peripheral devices are common, so we can share that peripheral devices. Power supply and other devices are shared. So the most important thing is that we can do more work in a short period of time. We are saving money and plus we can do more work in short period of time. But if one system fails in the multiprocessor system, the whole system will not halt, only the speed of the processor will be slowed down. So for example, if there is a 3 processor in the system and one system fails in the system, so that whole system will not halt or pause. Only the speed of the processor will be slowed down. And the whole performance of the multiprocessing system is managed by the operating system. So the performance of the multiprocessing system is managed by, it is the responsibility of the operating system. An operating system assigns different tasks to the different processor in the system. So for example, if there are 3 processors are there, then operating system assign each and every processor different task. Okay. Now in the multiprocessing system, the process is broken into the thread, which they can be run independently. Now the processes in the multiprocessing system is divided or broken into the thread, and this type of system allow the threads to run on more than one processor simultaneously, which means we are dividing processes also into different threads. And this type of system allow that we can run threads to different processor, and which is also simultaneously. So now the speed of the process execution automatically increase. So in this system the various process in the parallel, so this is called parallel processor. Okay, so there are various processes in the parallel running mode, so we can say that this is the parallel processor. Parallel processing is the ability of the CPU to run various processes simultaneously. So basically this is the definition of parallel processing, that if the CPU has the ability of the processes to run simultaneously, then it is called parallel processing. And in the multiprocessing system there is dynamically sharing of resources among the various processor. Multiprocessor operating system is a kind of regular operating system, but that have to handle many tasks at the same time. So that the operating system handles many system calls at the same time, do memory management, provide file management, also the input output devices. But there are some extra features which multiprocessor perform. So that which are the extra feature that will be required in the multiprocessor operating system, which is process synchronization, resource management, scheduling. These are the extra features that must be in the multiprocessor operating system. Now there are various organization of multiprocessor operating system. So how we can do that organization? That first is each CPU has its own operating system. So CPU 1, it has its private OS, CPU 2, it has also its private OS, CPU 3 likewise. So in this type of the organization, then there are much central processing unit in the system, and each CPU has its own private operating system, and memory is shared among all the processor, and input output system are also shared. So memory and input output system is shared, but the each and every CPU has its private operating system. The second organization or the second type we can do multiprocessing is master slave multiprocessor. So in this type of multiprocessor model, there is a single data structure which keeps track of the ready processes. In this model, one central processing unit works as master and other central processing unit works as a slave. And in this, all the processors are handled by the single processor which is called master server. So all the processors are handled by the single processor, and that single processor is called the master server. The master server runs the operating system process, and the slave server runs the user processes. So this processor which handle all other processor, which is called master server, that runs the operating system processes, and the slave server runs the user processes. The memory and input output devices are shared among all the processor, and all the processor are connected to a common bus. Now this system is simple and reduces the data sharing. So this system is called asymmetric multiprocessing. Okay, this type of organization or this type of processing is called asymmetric multiprocessing. So this is how master slave multiprocessor work. So this is the master processor and this is the slave processor, and here runs the operating system, here runs the user processes. Now this is shared via common bus. Okay, and it also shares the memory and input output devices. The third one is symmetric multiprocessor. Symmetric multiprocessor is the third model In this model, there is one copy of the operating system in memory, but any central processing unit can run it. So now when a system call is made, then the central processing unit on which the system call was made traps to the kernel and then processes that system call. So this model basically balances process and memory. This approach uses symmetric multiprocessing where each processor is self-scheduling. The scheduling proceeds further by having the scheduler for each processor examine the ready queue and select a process to execute. So in this system, this is possible that all the processes may be in common ready queue, or each processor may have its own private queue for the ready process. So this is the symmetric multiprocessor, that here how actually processes will work. It is also share the common memory and input output devices. Okay, so this is all about multiprocessor scheduling in operating system. Thank you.